Welcome back everyone to tutorial number 44 of the Angular 2 series. Now so far we have seen how to animate different style properties but all at the same time. So what if you want to animate different properties for different intervals of time, maybe with different delays and also with different easing functions? So for that purpose we can make use of animation groups. So let's have a look at an example. And just to save us some time, I already have the code typed out, so I'm going to walk you through this code. Now we have a div tag like before, and this is going to have a class room. So this is the element that we are going to animate. Now this div tag also has a trigger called group trigger, which is nothing but the animation that we are going to apply. And this is assigned a room state that is going to change with this toggle button. So we have our button toggle lights, and over here if you have a look in our class, toggle lights is going to change this room state variable between the states off and on. So these are the two states assigned to our animation. Finally, the interesting and the new concept for this video, which is animation groups. So over here we have the animations defined. So the trigger is going to be group trigger, which is nothing but what we have specified here. Now this animation has two states, off state, which is characterized by a black background color, and on state, which is characterized by a white background color. Now we have the two transitions, off to on and on to off. But here's the change. Instead of specifying a single animate function and changing all the properties in this single animate function, we are using this group keyword and animating with different animation functions. So group can take in an array of animate functions. So make sure you import the group keyword over here from Angular/core and then specify over here. Now I have two animate functions. The first animate function is going to rotate the div element by 90 degrees, and this is going to happen for a duration of 4 seconds with ease in function. And the second animate we have is we are going to change the width of div element to 50 pixels, and this is going to happen for a duration of 2 seconds with ease out function. So two different properties are getting manipulated at different intervals of time for different durations and different easing functions. And they all happen for this same transition off to on. Similarly, for on to off transition, we're using the group keyword and we are specifying an array of animate functions. So over here we have two animate functions. The first animate function is going to rotate by 360 degrees, and it is going to happen for 3 seconds with a delay of 1 second and ease in function. And we have another animate function which is going to change the opacity of div element to 0, and it is going to be applied for a duration of 4 seconds. So different properties animated for different durations with different delays and different easing functions. That is the use of this group keyword. So the code is going to be available in my GitHub repo. You can download it and have a look at it anytime you want to. But for now, let's go ahead and have a look in our browser. So I'm going to refresh this. So initially it's in the off state. So off state, which is characterized by black background. And when I make a transition from off to on, I need to see two animations. Rotate by 90 degrees for 4 seconds, and width should be changed by 250 pixels, but this is going to quickly happen in 2 seconds. So let's have a look. I'm going to click on toggle lights. In 2 seconds, the width became 50 pixels, but over a period of 4 seconds, it rotated. And at the end of 4 seconds, when it reached on state, it is going to be background color white. So let's have a look at the second transition from on back to off. So we need to see two animations here. The first one, it needs to rotate by 360 degrees for a period of 3 seconds with a delay of 1 second. And for a total time of 4 seconds, we're going to see opacity is going to be 0. Now over here, let's have a look. I'm going to click on this. So it's going to change opacity 4 seconds, and then it is going to rotate after a delay of 1 second for a period of 3 seconds. So it was like a kind of disappearing effect with rotation. And once the animation is done, it is going to come back to the off state with background color black. Now, these are just sample animations that I have shown to you. You can go crazy with your imagination. You can have any animation that you want to. But just remember, if you want to animate different properties for different amount of time, for different delays and different easing functions, make use of group keyword to run them in parallel. All right, so that is pretty much what I wanted to show in this video. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.